All right, now we good. So like I said, thank you all for joining me for Grow Your Business with Google. And my name is Linda Hughes. I'm the program director here at the Women Business Center Charlotte. We're actually a program under the National Institute of Minority Economic Development, which is in Durham Raleigh area, which we actually have multiple programs under the National Institute. Is 4 Women Business Center, the one here in Charlotte, the Women Business Center Durham Raleigh. We have the Women Business Center Richmond, and the newest one that's opened up on Bennett College is the Women Business Center in Greensboro. We also have the Small Business Transportation Resource Center, which is actually a good resource for you to utilize if you're in the transportation and construction arena, in which we're actually driving this conversation about highway construction, because we're trying to get ready for the big infrastructure, to have you all small business ready to be found and to understand how to market your business to actually give you opportunities. And also we have under us our financial arm, which is the Institute Capital, which is a CDFI, Community Development Financial Institute, which actually provides low interest loans starting from $50,000 and up for your business, and also low interest loan for housing. And if you need to contact them, you can actually let me know. Also, the backbone, I call it the backbone of the National Institute, how it was birthed years ago by Andrea Harris, is the Research and Policy Center, in which provides us the research and information we need to look at how can we become a part in the community to actually provide opportunities to our small business owners. And also we have our MEI, which is our Center for Professional Services, in which they actually take our clients that we actually provide technical assistance to prepare them to be able to work with corporate organizations and look at how they can get into that supply chain area. And a lot of things, what we do is like what we're doing right now is actually providing resources to you in training events and things like that, in sessions, and educating you in the different arenas, from supporting you, advising you, managing, advocating for you, and looking at the financial pillar and things like that. So here at the Women Business Center of Charlotte, I would be wrong if I didn't talk about us. We actually empower women entrepreneurs. Yes, we do have men clients, because just like I was having a conversation with Mr. Champs, we do have clients that are males also, but our target for as being funded by the SBA and partly funded by the city of Charlotte and our gracious sponsors and things, we're able to do different things by providing you tools, resources, business development opportunities, and different areas from all arenas, because we deal with multiple types of clients. And we actually are here for you. And we also provide business coaching, one-on-one counseling. We actually cover 12 counties. And as you know, in North Carolina, there's like, 5 women business centers, but we actually cover these 12 counties. So if you know anyone that are needing of services, please let us know. They can reach us at our WBC-Charlotte email account. And this is our team, is myself, Linda Hughes, the program director, and our executive director is Rosia Gonzalez. And we also have business consultants that work with us. And I actually noticed Lisa, wasn't you on the line? Didn't I see Lisa just a minute ago?
Yes, I'm here, Linda.
Welcome words there from.
Yes, thank you very much. We are here in partnership with you guys, NCDOT, Office of Civil Rights, and we are happy to partner with you to bring this session to our firms, and hopefully we will learn a lot today, and we appreciate everyone being here. Laura Jimenez is there with you in Charlotte, helping you get things going on the physical side, and I'm here on the virtual side. So welcome everyone, we're glad to have you here.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Lori just waved as you were talking. And I'm glad to be a part of this because I love educating people, Lisa. You're gonna find that out because I'm one of those. I love to educate and I have a passion for this. So we're actually gonna get into this with the Grow Your Business with Google. But the first thing I wanna do, if you could actually either raise your hand, we're gonna use some emojis today, and you could just hear the ones here could actually just raise their hand too. First question I wanna ask before I even get started. Do you have a website for your business? That's why I had y'all do some of this too. Do you have a website for your business? You can hit the emoji down at the bottom of your screen. Raise your hand to say yes. I see some hands coming up. Okay. Okay. So we have quite a few here. That's good. That's good. That's good because we're going to talk about why you need this website. So the second question I want to ask is, what tools do you use for your business? So have you actually realized there are Google tools you could use for your business? How many of you all are utilizing any of the Google tools right now? You can just use the emoji to raise your hand. I see some thumbs up. Yes, okay, okay. So the ones of y'all that's using these Google tools, do you have your Google business profile already done? No, she got that. Oh, here we getting this type of hand. No, kind of iffy. Okay, okay. Oh, we got it halfway there. No, okay, Regina, we saying no. Okay. Yes, yes. So my last question, in which a lot of people ask me, and I try to always break it down. Do you understand? I'm gonna say the acronym first. SEO, search engine optimization. Do you understand what search engine optimization is? No. Somewhat. Okay. We're gonna break it on down some more. Yes and no. Yes. Okay. I need help with that one. Okay, we're getting some different responses. I need to see y'all are talking with me. I love it. I love it. So today you're gonna learn some different things. We're gonna learn how customers find your business online and what you need to search for. So we're gonna actually look at some different things here. So I'm just gonna get it started. So we're gonna talk about 3 ways you can appear on Google search. And people don't realize you have the different 3 ways that you can appear. Some other digital tools I'm gonna talk about as we go, and different things that are out there. And I also wanna say, if you all want to, make sure y'all actually, I'm gonna give us some help our SEO and the NCDOT SEO. Post something on your social media saying you're a part of this class and that you're glad that the Women Business Center of Charlotte and NCDOT has partnered up to actually bring this information to you. You can do that with our hashtag. Ours is hashtag WBC Charlotte. Laura, what's y'all's? Hashtag NCDOT. Y'all don't use it, is it? And then you can also hashtag Grow with Google. And also follow all of us. That's why I had you all to put information in the chat. So I want you all to do that. I had you put your information in the chat. Go and follow the people that's in this room. You never know what type of service they might provide. So how do you typically connect with businesses online? How many of you all take out their phone and go to Maps and search for what you're looking for? You can raise your hand. I do. I'm gonna raise my hand. All of us here done raised our hands. So how do you connect for products and service? So companies pricing, reading their reviews. I always look at reviews to decide. I look at menus for restaurants. So you look at things like that and doing the research. You probably even know more about the restaurant before you even go, because with COVID era, we had to go there, right? So placing takeout orders, pickup, delivery, with all of the different things that we've done. So buying online is something that we all do now. So it might have previously gone to the brick and mortar store, but you remember the brick and mortar stores had to change, they had to pivot during this time to actually look at how they could provide services during this era. And things are starting to get back. So when we actually look at this, a lot of answers people put in is Google. As you notice, I have up there. Our answer is usually we Google it, right? As my dad says. So the website now is like your front door to your business. So you got to think about it. You want people to find you and come knocking and enter in, right? Which means the first interaction, the potential client with your business is your website. So your online presence may be only the place where your customers may connect with you, or even find you, or purchase from you, or even actually try to engage you with even your online digital storefront. So you have quite a bit of ways. But looking at these stats, so according to Google data back from February 2021, I have to use some true stats here. Searches of local businesses have grown to like 80%. Did y'all realize that? That's a positive thing for you to be found. So local business near me, or support local businesses, because even when people have different causes, if you think about it, they can actually promote that they're part of that cause so they can be found. So when we continue seeing consumers evolve, if you notice, Google back in June of 2020, they looked at 61% of US consumers think about buying online or picking up at a store before they even go to a store. So even with the restriction, people was getting it. Pick up at the curb. Think about how you were getting your groceries during that time. Think about how you was getting all your supplies, how you were doing everything, getting shopping for clothes. People did not stop shopping. They just started having it delivered to their house. So just look at that. So today we're going to look at different ways you can connect with online. Before I start there, I actually want to play one of the videos that I actually have. And I'm going to actually switch my screen to actually play it real quick. Yeah, bear with me. I got multiple screens going here, as always. I think that's always me. Oh, wait a minute. Let me stop. I didn't share the sound.
Everybody likes jam. Who doesn't like jam? Seriously, I dream about flavors. Trade Street Jam Company makes low-sugar vegan jams for pretty much everything under the sun. Honey, do you know how many things you can do with this jam? You can make cocktails, you can put on roasted meats or veggies, oatmeal. The uses are endless. I've been a chef for about 15 years. I needed something fun to do after work. I'm not a big TV watcher. I would stop at this store on the way home, grab a bunch of fruit, anything weird and exotic that they had, and I start cooking. I start jamming. Too much? You don't like the puns?
Do you like the bananas, honey?
Yeah. My husband is my test dummy, I guess you can say.
You want some more?
You like mommy's cooking?
When I started Trade Street, I was selling on another e-commerce platform, and we were also selling a lot of jam in person. But COVID hit and all the markets shut down, which freaked me out. I'm already scared about being a new mommy. And then on top of that, I'm worried about the life of my business. People started ordering specialty food online, so we immediately had to pivot and focus all of my efforts on selling online. When people go on Google and they search jam or jelly, I want them to be able to find my brand. With Google Ads, they can type those things in and I pop up. You guys, that's huge. Being able to sell on our website, it really did save us. I couldn't imagine going back to not using Google products. We went from making 2,000 jars every 2 months to making 2,000 jars every 2 weeks. Our sales increased by 1,000%. It was crazy. I've hired 4 or 5 different contractors. Hiring feels amazing. I think it's so important for our product to have a story behind it. I think when people see a woman behind the brand, a person of color, it just really adds something to that jar other than jam.
Oh, you kiss mommy? You kissing mommy?
I want Zola to be able to grow up and look at me and say, my mom did that. I wouldn't trade that for the world.
So someone want to tell me what they got from that video? Anyone? What did y'all gain from just watching her experience?
The history of her company, how it originated, kind of behind the scenes.
Okay. What y'all think the benefit of having that short little snippet video telling her story and the benefits? What do you think that draws?
I think, Linda, this is Sashi.
Mm-hmm.
I think it shows her how she fought even when the market hit with COVID, and she actually came up with the e-commerce idea of selling online. And so that's a very touchy story when she linked it with the final line where she said that I would like my children to remember me how their mom is.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of is touchy.
Yes, it is. So learning to adapt to change, flexibility. I see Okay, I'm looking at it. I need this on. Prevalence, and then I see growth she attained while utilizing the right resources. My thing is, it actually is a good marketing tool too, if you look at it. So we're going to talk about quite a few things, and this is just to actually drive the conversation about marketing strategy, regardless what industry you're in, regardless if you're in the construction arena, transportation, real estate, services, sales. This is actually across the board of tools we could utilize, but I want you to understand just how telling that little story and how she put her passion with it and actually related all the way to even to generational wealth is touchy and made you stop and think. So we're going to talk about now, we're going to actually get into some aspects of Google, and I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. I'm not a PowerPoint person, but I made sure I had some slides for you all. I just love to have the conversation. And a lot of people that don't know, I just love to have a conversation. So I'm going to start out by showing you how Google search works in 3 ways info can appear in the pages in the search engine optimization, which is your SEO, and the business profile, and some online advertising and strategies we can look at. And we'll recap after that. So I'm going to do quite a few different things. So understanding how Google search works. Let's think about you in the library. And you in the library, there's a lot of books, right? So there's billions of books, and it's constantly growing. So just think about that. So if there was no library card or a computer now where you could search, how would you find anything? That would be a hard search, right? So you just not searching for a book no more, because now you have some way of finding that specific book. So you need specific information about the book to get to inside the pages of that book. So we're going to dig in, right? So it's kind of like how the websites work. So when you think of a way of finding what you need, because don't we put in keywords that what we're looking for? We put in key terms of things we're looking for. So let's look at it that way. That's why I said the library is a good example, because you got to know the keywords so you can find that specific book. So that's one of the things to look at, how Google actually utilize their search engine. So when a person is looking on Google, they are starting off by typing a certain word. And have you ever noticed that it auto-fill the rest of your word? It's learned concept. So when we look at the web, this is called a search query. This is how we actually look for things. So it starts with the search. So if you started typing something to search, and if you're able to, go and type something in Google, and it actually tell me if someone can start typing in. And I want to use, because I'm actually working with NCDOT, I'm trying to use some construction words today. Put in construction and see what else it start filling in. Or put in highway, or put in infrastructure. Can I get a couple of people to try that for me and tell me what results they start getting as it start filling it in for them? And I know I have some people here too, so anybody, y'all can unmute. So what is coming up for you when you start doing that search? Because it starts going out there doing the little billion little keywords. Did anybody get anything? Highway traffic. Okay. What else? Go ahead, Maria. Ms. Henson, what did you say?
Yes, ma'am. Mine came up construction management.
Construction management. Oh, I need my board. Look, I got to write my notes. Construction management. Okay. Anybody else? Infrastructure bill.
This is Coco. Mine came up highway picker, antique mall, and flea market. A store came up.
Highway what? Ooh, that's a lot. Highway
picker, antique mall. It's a store. It's an antique store.
Okay, that's actually, it's finding things near you. Y'all realize that's what the search engine does. It actually looks at things around you, right? If you have that location on. Okay. Anybody else?
We had a Highway 55 burgers.
Highway 55 burgers?
Yes.
Ooh. I know.
And they are good. Don't get me wrong. I've had them before.
Rosia here saying it's making her hungry. So, construction jobs, construction loans. You all gonna understand why I'm actually bringing this up, because this is gonna be critical for you when we look at keywords and things you put in your website, things you put in your Google business profile, things you put in ads, because you want people to find you, right? So this is actually one strategy I always tell people, go and Google words, but we're going to look at some tools that are there to help you figure out these words. So it can be complicated, but if you think about it, it goes in. The example I have in my Google Grow platform today is actually talking about yoga. So if you notice, if you notice when you actually search, if you notice you have text ads at the top. So when you actually look for certain things, you're like, why is all these showing up at the top? That's not what I'm looking at. People paid for ads to be at the top with those keywords. So you have text ads, and then you have your organic search. And that is where I want to get you to, is the organic search, where you can be found regardless what people put in. So the first thing Google does is makes its own copy of like the whole entire web as it's working. And then on the right-hand side, this is why I asked how many people had a business profile. If you notice on the right-hand side, when you look for things, it has the business profiles to the right. So that is a concept to look at of how things are laid out on Google. So behind the scenes, Google downloads a copy of the web, it scans it, and it brings up the catalog information. So if y'all notice, I showed y'all the results of what you'll get when you put in the words. But what Google is doing behind the scenes is scanning trillions of records, trillions, a lot of records, and bringing up the most relevant. And it ranks your information, so it shows the most useful information. So relevant and useful. I say relevant because if you keep your information updated on your website, keep your information updated on your social media, keep your information updated on your Google, your business profile. This is how it actually looks at you because you're actually active. So it will actually push you up more organically to the top. So now that we actually got into a better understanding of how this big old web shrinks down to this little data, it actually works for us quite a bit, right? So now we're going to look at how we're going to focus in the way, 3 ways your business can appear. So we actually talk about organic, your business profile, and by advertising. So first, I want to start with this search engine optimization. And this actually is going to get into the organic or natural results. How do you get there? So organic results. So can everyone take a minute, open up Google, and put in your business name? Y'all realize y'all going to do some work, right? Rosia, you can do the Women Business Center Charlotte. Okay. Hard money construction loan. So can someone tell me, did they see their business URL organically or found their business profile? Who I have on here I haven't talked to yet? Letitia, were you able to do it? What you got, young lady here in the audience? Do a incognito. I'm about to say do incognito browser. Okay. So one thing, if you had to go to multiple pages to find your business, we need to do a little work. So that's a good thing. Hey, hers came up top. So this is one way of how you can actually get your information. This is the organic. Google builds these pages and the results every single search to deliver the most relevant results for a particular searcher. So it based off your words. Besides looking at your words, it also looks at where you're located. Just like someone said they put in highway and they got highway 55 burger. Someone else put in highway and they got highway picker auction location. So it's actually looking at where you're located. So the search for that information to be different. So just imagine if you were in South Carolina and you're searching for your business, it might not be at the top because it might be pulling those other words for someone that's locally in that area. So that's just something to know when you're in different areas, it does look at it differently. So as you look on your search page, and as we looked earlier, you have the ads at the top if someone has ads, and then you will actually have the organic information below. And as some in here, I heard someone said, 2 people saying their things were at the top. I'm not at a, okay. And YouTube and Facebook pops up. So that means you do a lot of social media. Okay. Yours popped up at the top, Miss Jenkins. That's good. Right beneath the Bennett. Okay, right beneath the sponsors ad. That's a good location. That is very great that it actually shows up right below that, because that's a good location, because you have actually built your search engine optimization organically without actually even paying for the ads that somebody else is paying for an ad above you. Any questions so far? Because I'm still on SEO. I want to talk about this search engine optimization a little bit more, because I know this is actually an area that's kind of gray with people. You can actually hire people to help you optimize your search engine optimization. But if you can actually do some things yourself at no cost, why not? She said yes. So we're going to actually go into it a little bit. That's why I want to actually bring it up. So here's just a quick overview about search engine optimization. You'll hear a lot of technology people, which I'm one of them, and I always try to break it down. We call it SEO, but you'll hear a lot of marketing personnel talking about, oh, I can help you optimize your SEO. They're talking about your search engine optimization, which is actually our Google search, right? So it's optimizing your search results. So when you look at this, how can you improve that? So how high you rank and things like that, we need to look at some strategies. This is a technique to improve your website ranking in Google, so the search results are more attractive at a higher quantity, and the quality of your website visit to grow your online presence. So that's what we were trying to do, right? Grow our online presence. So it's important that you come to manage your website for products, service your brand. You also want to manage your business profile, constantly posting updates, keeping those hours and information updated. When consumers use search engines, they are typically looking for specific, I'm gonna say that word one more, specific. Aren't we on a target? Like if I'm ready to eat dinner and I want Italian, what you think I'm gonna look up? Italian restaurant, right? I'm gonna be specific. I just made myself hungry. I made myself hungry. So you're also looking for a specific product, service, and solution. I'm looking for business center. I'm looking for transportation. I'm looking for about certification. That's specific, isn't it? Or workshop. So those are specific. Then I might be looking specific product. I might be looking for a coffee mug. I might be looking for a grocery store, or a specific one, nearest Harris Teeter to me, or nearest Food Line, whatever that is. So you're going to be specific. Sometimes you want to be entertained, so you're going to look for entertainment. Sometimes you want to be educated, right? And sometimes you just want to be reassured with the information you're trying to find out. How many times y'all think we looked up information about COVID in this last 2 years? Way too many, right? Laura over here said like way too many. So we always want to get educated and understand what's going on, or look up what's going on in the news. So these are some things, regardless of what you need, you want your website to be able to fulfill it. So you need to make sure your website or your platform is able to fulfill someone's need or fill a gap that they have, because that's why you started the business, right? You're filling a gap or trying to satisfy a need. I'm actually about to get into the business class here. So ranking results for a particular keyword and topic and phrases can help you connect to the ideal customer, right? When we talk about business, who is your ideal customer? Who is that avatar or your target market? Who is that? You want to actually get to them. So make your website more visible, connect with your consumers, increase your potential sales, are just some things we can look at. So now, still in this content, I say is the main key. Your content is going to drive people there, right? So people getting started with SEO has a tendency to think that it's complicated, because some of you all say you didn't know what it was. Some of you all say yes, no. Some people are afraid of it. I'm trying to make you comfortable with it because it's not a scary thing. So you have to do it. If you don't have a tech background, some people get concerned with it, but it's not that techy. There are plenty of non-tech technology, techie things you could do to help your search engine optimization and increase your results on the search. So first, we had talked about the content. So regularly publishing information and make sure it's useful and accurate. Make sure you don't have no spelling errors. One rule of thumb, the more frequent you update your website, the more likely you'll be found. So instead of letting that website sit for a year or 2 years without updating, it's not helping you. Update your website frequently. It actually increases your search. So when you're writing content, make sure you include those keywords. And I'm going to talk about a resource that actually help you look at keywords and look at the popularity of them. Because I just had y'all to put in highway, infrastructure, and different things like construction just to see what start coming up. So y'all ask construction management, I might need to use that keyword, right? Because it's actually coming up. So that's a good thing. So when we look at that, you want to look at these keywords and potential clients. What words are they going to put in? What words would you put in looking for a certain product, service, or consultant? So another thing, you want to be organized. So organize your content. Don't have me all over the place. Make the website logical. Make it clear and labeled easy for me to find. Because if I have to dig in your website to find the information I want, most of the time I leave the site. And that leads visitors to easily leave your site if you don't have it organized. But it also makes it easy for them to actually purchase something or utilize your service or inquiry about your service. And it helps Google also to understand your website, because Google actually do look at that layout and analytics of your website to actually figure out where they're going to pull you. So every web page, you need to include a title, a description. You can put it in part of your code. I always tell people, all your images, put a description with the image. That helps your search engine optimization. Put a description with everything you put in there, a title. That is actually a good strategy. So a lot of content management systems like WordPress or Wix, for example, and then you also have your other programs like Squarespace and all of these others, they actually give you the option to enter in your text. So if you have this option, utilize it, because that's actually helping your information to be found in the search engine. So utilize the title, description, and use those keywords. So one of the tools that I want to get into that actually can help you with this is called Google Trends. And I'm gonna actually go to the platform here in a minute. So you're gonna see what words and phrases are popular among Google. So it shows you the most relevant, relative and popularity of different keywords that are searched on Google over time. So we can actually take the data that's present from a graph into a scale. And with 100 representing the peak in the volume, it is enough data that you can actually look at. And you can actually forecast the volume and actually look at creating your marketing strategy off of this. So you can look at how the rise in searches and everything goes on. And you can use it to compare with the popularity in different words. That's why I say update your information, because sometimes people's searches change. So you might need to add some other keywords. And you want to see what happens. And you can do by geographic location. So let's actually take a second, couple minutes, and I'm gonna go to Google Trend. So if you actually, let me type it in the chat. Let me see if I can type. I'm gonna actually put the website, put the link to the web page here, because I want to actually have you to go to Google Trends. Let me put it in the chat, and I'm gonna share my screen again with the online. Any questions thus far? I hope you all are following this information I'm providing. Are y'all able to follow me? No problems yet? Is everybody able to go to Google Trends? So if you notice, I'm in Google Trends. I love this tool. It actually helps me also come up with ways to come up with titles for events. A whole lot of things you can use it for. So we can actually go here in Google Trends. So I can actually enter a topic. What topic we want to do today, Laura? What we want to do? Highway construction. Do we want to try that? So I put in that key term. What is going on with my internet? There we go. I don't know. So if you're looking at this, I just put in highway construction. It started giving me the trends of highway construction, but I want to compare it to some other terms. Let's think what we want to compare it with. What's another term we want to compare it with? Let's do construction management. Is that a good one? Anybody else got any suggestions? Yes, I'm sharing my screen.
your screen.
I'm not sharing my screen. I thought I was. Okay. I see it here. It's not, and you didn't tell me, Lord. Huh? Okay, let me share again, y'all. Thank y'all for telling me. You all can stop me anytime. I don't take it wrong. Thank you. Welcome. So do I need to go back from the beginning? Do I need to start back at the beginning? What I did? Yes, no thumbs up. Anybody want me to go back? All right, I'm gonna go back to the main page. So let's go back to Google Trends. So when you first come into Google Trends, you could actually start typing the search for a topic. So we actually put in highway construction just a minute ago. And what it does, it takes me to a way that we can actually break this down. That's why I want to show you this. So what's another word that goes with highway construction we might want to relate instead of construction management? Should I put? Let's see. Yeah, I see that. That's why I'm like, what is going on with them? And then it works here for a minute once I hit refresh. Ooh, it's going up and down. It worked just a second ago. Anybody else able to get in? It's actually giving me oops now. You receiving the same message?
Yeah, we're getting the same message here. It's not just you.
Okay. So what happens? I'm hoping I got a slide on this. What happens? It allows you to actually look at the terms and it shows you over time. So you can actually do for like the United States, but we also can break this down to a state. You can do a range. You can say for the past 30 days.
Linda, sorry, this is Sashi. The construction spelling needs, it's not.
Thank you. I didn't even catch that. Appreciate it.
So, because I was able to pull it up.
It's still going oops on me for some reason. It worked for a second, then it stopped.
Past 12 months, change it to past 12 months. You have past 30 days.
But it actually worked and then it stopped when I went backwards. So it gave us.
And then I changed it to United States.
It worked just a minute ago, then it went down when I went back.
Okay.
So it's like, what is going on? And the other people that's here in the room is doing the same thing with them. And it might be our Wi-Fi here. I don't know. See, so when I go in, so you able to get it to work, Sasha?
Yeah, I'm able to see when I select North Carolina in past 12 months. I'm able to see the data.
It took a lot of refreshing before it came up.
Right.
But it finally did it.
So the benefit of this, and I did not expect it for it not to work today because I just did some of this morning. This is crazy. Oh, there it goes.
There you go. Yep.
Oh, it did a few refresh. So I got North Carolina, 12 months. I got all categories. You can actually go into a specific category. You all see it gives me specific categories that I can drill this down into. I'm kind of scared now to do anything. But if you look here for web search, and you have different things, you can look at image search, news search, Google shopping, YouTube search, but I got web search. So we actually got highway construction for the last 12 months. So July it was 99. Let's see where we are in October. September to October 1st was 70. How y'all think this can help you with looking at keywords? Sasha, how you say the first name? Sasha?
Sashi, Linda?
Sasha?
Yes.
What would be the benefit of using this?
It kind of tells me that in this scenario, what you have on the screen, that the users actually searched for that keyword a lot, actually.
I probably have to do quite a few refresh. I wanted to do housing construction compared to highway. So now I put in 2 comparisons. So you can do a multiple comparisons. So I got highway construction versus housing construction. Can y'all see that? So if you notice, housing is quite a bit, right? Did y'all see that? But in the last couple months, highway has increased. But during the month of July, the week of the 10th through the 16th, housing construction was very high. So this is just a tool you could use to look at keywords or terms that you're putting in your description, or like, especially when you get ready to do ads and on your website or images, just to look at the trend. This is like the last 12 months. You can actually change this to the last 30 days. And you can look at how the trend is flowing. Just to see what key terms can work for you. So narrowing your search down is a great way to use this. And you can also utilize sharing this information. You also can download this information. What is a good benefit with looking at this? I can actually use this for a strategy for my technology or for my marketing, right? I'm actually creating a strategy for my marketing. What's on demand? Yes, and I can make sure I'm found, right? So we're looking at how you can actually look at increasing your SEO without much work. Because now once you have these terms in there, it actually becomes a good thing because you actually have that popularity and you're coming up. And now let me go back. Any questions thus far on the Google Trends? Yeah, I'm about to go to my go back. So, where am I? So now let's move on from the Google Trend. So if you notice how we actually went through a couple things, you also can do this on your phone. So if you notice, a lot of these things are able to be done on your phone. So we already went through the activity just to actually look at some things and looking at the dates. So looking at this, let's go over a few quick techniques and things that can affect your search engine optimization, which a lot of people don't realize, and which when I look at people's website, I look at this a lot. First, make sure your website loads quickly. So if you go to a site and it loads slowly, most of the time you'll leave it, especially for people visiting for the first time. They want that site to work fast. But also, if you realize most of us are searching on these devices, right? We're not on a computer, we're on a mobile device. Are we on I brought the other one, where is it at? Are we on one of these devices? I'm on a pad, right? We're on a tablet, so we got multiple things. Yeah, I have my demonstration. Laura is laughing at me. So you actually look at it, you want to make sure it loads quickly on all devices and on the computer. But you want to make sure it does that. A slow site will encourage people to navigate away and they will go to something else. This can affect your ranking because actually this analytics information is actually being tracked. So second, be sure your website is easy to use and read. No matter how the visitors look at it. So you want to test your website on a mobile device. You want to test your website on a tablet. You want to test your website on a computer. And my thing is also, when we talk about mobile devices and tablets, you got to consider there are multiple types. Because it might show up one way on an iPhone, compared to an Android, right? Had y'all ever noticed that? So be very cautious of that. Many websites are built with responsive design for all platforms, but you want to just make sure. And now another thing as a resource that I want to go over, you can do this on your phone or you can do this on a computer, just for you to test your own website. You can go to Google and test my site tool, or you can go to Google Search Console. So let's look at this. So can everyone, let me see if I got it here, go to test, oops, I went too far. The Google test site, actually, and put in your website. And I'm gonna put it in the chat here. I didn't put it in mine though. Can somebody give me a website? Let me see, let me find somebody's website in the chat. Go back here. You said defining. Am I doing it right? So data for real user experience. Okay, it's analyzing. Has anybody got that? Yes. Tanya, you put in a good comment. Test on all browsers. Yes, you want to test it on Chrome, Safari, Firefox, Edge. That's another thing. You want to check it everywhere. Actually, right now I'm on Google Chrome, and I just put in one of the people here website, defindingmyway.com. She has 91% performance. Accessibility is at 88. Best practice at 100. Her search engine optimization is at 85. Go, girl. So 91% performance. So we looking, it actually, y'all see it gives us some metrics here, right? First content, 1 second, speed, largest content, timer interaction, and all of that. So it even shows me images you have going on, opportunity. These are suggestions that can help your page load faster. Yes. Diagnostics. It found 2 chains it says to avoid. This is just something to help you. Oh, Jesus, thank you. I thought I was, because I looked at your screen that time. Because I didn't tell it to share screen. I need for it to be showing screen too. That's what's going on. So if you look at her insight, it's quite well. So you can use this diagnosis to your advantage. And now I also use this diagnosis to your advantage. If you actually have someone that you're paying to create your website or manage your search engine optimization, this is your way to check if it's benefiting you to spend investing that money into that company to do that for you. Was this helpful to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody got any questions about testing? And test it on the phone. You good, Liz? I see finger up. Yes, yes. Good. Now that we talked about test my site, it's another tool that's out there. It's called Google Search Console. So what this does, this tool is called Google Webmaster It's really got another term for it. I always have to remember it's another term for it, but I always say Google Console because that's how you find it. But it's a Google Webmaster Tool. It actually is important for search engines to optimization because it's good. It's important for your search engine optimization. It's important for your SEO because it helps you measure your site search traffic. You want to know how much traffic is coming to you. And it also looks at your performance, fix issues, and improve your Google search. So your Google Console is typically used by a search engine optimization specialist. So when you talk to an SEO specialist, they're utilizing some of these tools we're going over right now to actually provide you that service that they're charging you a fee for. So we're gonna work on this, right? We're gonna work on these marketing strategies where you can actually strategize yourself. So it's utilized by them to monitor website traffic. They want to look at your optimization and your Google search and make informed decisions about how it should appear on the website. They also use like Google Analytics. You can actually embed your Google Analytics into your website and things like that. But the information that's in this Google Console can be used to influence technical decision for your website and do some great marketing analysis in conjunction with your Google tools like analytics. That's why I brought that up, Google Analytics. You can use Google Analytics. You could use Google Trends and Google Ads and incorporate, look at how they're benefiting you through this Google Console. Even if you're not techie yourself, you should be aware of this site. That's why we're gonna go here. So we talked about this. Now let's go to Google Console. So let's go to Google Console. Let me actually make sure I copy that link. Y'all realize why I'm doing it this way, right? Because I want y'all to leave empowered with these tools, not just me talking. So let's go to Google Console. You're welcome, Maria. And let me actually bring up mine. You see it now, I was not sharing my whole screen. That's what happened earlier. So I'm in Google Console. So I can put in a domain. I'm gonna stick with my young lady. Give it to me one more time. We check it. Okay, it tells me your domain. GoDaddy, press verification. These few steps to authorize Google to access your DNS. Anybody, let me see, who else put it in? Did anybody else do their website yet? Did anybody else try? I did a domain. Now let me try the URL. So y'all see we have two things here. I have all URLs across subdomains, or I can use only the URL. Let's see what comes up for that. Yeah, you might need to verify. I'm not trying to. Oh, I gotta put HTTPS in front of it. I did not type that. Sorry. So it's still checking for verification. So if you go through, yep. Did anybody else try it? Is this one for me to try, Miss?
Ours didn't come up, but it gave us instructions on how to verify the website. So I'll go in later to our Shopify account and post the information, and then it'll take a few hours to update.
You love that, right? Good to know, right?
Yes, because I didn't know it. And our search engine optimization score was 100, but we got to get it verified to help it out even more.
There we go. And y'all have to let me know if this actually works for y'all. Y'all know y'all need to email me the results because I'm looking at the benefit of this program, this class. So y'all need to let us know. Oh, I need to put HTTPS in front of that. Is it okay if I use this, Miss? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You know I got to add. I always ask. That's why I'm using somebody that's here because I can physically double check. Let's check your verification. So a lot of people don't know. Yep, I need you to do it too. So you need to try what I just did, and it'll actually explain everything. Like he said, it actually gives you full details. How to verify. Yours failed. What was the error did it give you?
It said, mine is, my verification file was not found in the required location.
Hmm.
And it was the HTML. I might have done it wrong because this is my first time
Right.
doing this.
So if you could, I just put the help about it. And if you still stuck, just email me and let me know. I'll try to see if I can help you in the back end. Or if
Okay.
I need to reach out to Google on some, you know, if it's something else that we don't have access to, you know what I'm saying? And they have a very good help with a lot of things. And if you go into that link I just sent, it actually gives you instruction in different areas, like learn about more detecting and fixing the HTML tag verification. It'll give you the layout right there. Is that helpful? I put that link in the chat. And I'll also send you all the chat too as a PDF. So just in case, because I know the ones here, I can actually send it to them also. Yeah. Any other questions on that? And yes, I will be sharing the recording. I think I got asked that in the chat and I just answered it. I didn't even say it out loud. So that's console. Now let's get into the next part. And now let's look at words related to your business. If it could be name for your business, a product name, a product or whatever. When you know we didn't see our website, some of you did, some of you said it didn't. It came up at the top. So we're gonna look at some things here. I know some of you say y'all had a business profile. It used to be called another term, but now they're calling it business profile. This actually helps you stand out on Google. The ones of you all with the Google profile, how has it helped you stand out? I know some of you say you have it. Have you actually noticed the benefit of it?
We have one for the coffee, but we've had one for the detailing business for years. And a lot of people reach out. They text straight from the business profile and it comes straight to us and we can respond back. And it gives us monthly data points of how many people search, how many people contacted us. It'll tell you how long the average time it takes you to respond back to someone who sent a message. So it's very helpful if you get the profile set up.
That is correct. It has the option for you to turn on the messaging and you need to make sure you're able to respond. It's almost like replacing, giving out your phone number for texting, right? And it allows you to respond right on your phone with the app. I love that part. I love the analytics that it provides. It also, you say is your detailing. You actually can allow me to know when you open, close for holidays or special.
Exactly. You can change it and I can do it right from my phone. It takes no time. No time.
Because now you can update your business profile in the Google search. So you can do it right from your phone. So the second way I want to talk about is your business profile. By creating and claiming your free, F-R-E-E, free, did I say cost? Free business profile on Google search and maps. And this is like, that's a whole nother class where I walk you straight through how to set up your Google business profile and give you pointers in it. So this is like, I'm gonna go through an overview of it and I will be sending y'all like a handout that has like a 1-sheeter or 2-sheeter about how to set up your generic profile to get started. So when you did the search in the last area, some of you all found it, some of you didn't. So we were concentrating right then on the organic search, which was our search engine optimization. Now we're going to talk about how it can appear on the right-hand side over here, right? We want the business profile over here, right? You want to be on the right. So you want to create a free business profile, and all you have to do to create that free business profile is go to google.com/business. Or now you can do it from your phone too.
Excuse me, Miss Linda, can you share your screen, please?
Right now I'm still in the PowerPoint. I haven't switched yet. Is that what you're saying is the PowerPoint screen?
Okay.
Okay. I'm getting there. I'm about to switch in a second. Thank you though. I just realized I was still on that other slide. I'm talking about this and I'm on the other slide. Thank you though. So we're going to go to google.com/business. You use this to actually manage your business profile. You can actually do it in Google Search and Maps. Like I said, now you can do it on your phone or you can do it on your computer in the Google Search and Maps. So when we think about our business profile, this is a digital front door to your business. You remember I said the website is a front door, but also your business profile is another digital front door because it allows you to showcase the value of your current information. It also allows people to see reviews that people leave. This is another tool you can use to actually get people to leave you reviews. Once you create and claim that business profile through the verification, you can manage your information, how it appears across the Google search and maps. Within the dashboard, you can update your address, you can update your phone number, your website, your open hours, plus specials when you're closed. Put pictures up, put little video snippets up under 30 seconds to actually highlight some things to get people attention. Even, I call it like a mini reel. You know, you can create a mini reel in Google, on your Google profile. Business profile. So a business profile can be created for any business. They're mainly was focused for storefronts, but now services can use them because you can actually put in a service area that you're servicing. You can service a county, a city, or a neighborhood, or a state, or the whole US, or countries. So you can actually identify that in this profile. You also can actually put in options of where people can actually click a button that says book an appointment with you. You can also click where people can click a button that says purchase now or buy from you. You can take them to your website store. You have a lot of options in this profile that you can utilize to drive traffic. Or even like, you know, like you go and look up a restaurant, it has a button there that you can click to go and make reservation, right? So you can actually do the same thing. So the general rule is that business must have, a lot of times it was a general rule for in person, but they actually have drive this where you can actually do more than just that. But you want to state your hours or hours of operation. So that was actually the main drive at first. So a good strategy that you can look at before we switch to, I'm gonna switch to our Women Business Center profile here in a minute, just to bring it up, is to complete all your business info. Add some photos and videos. Explore other features like booking, products, and service. You can actually put one of your products up there and put a link for them to go ahead and purchase it. Because if I see a picture of that product, that might drive me to buy, right? So look at that. So when COVID hit, this was actually a valuable tool because people were able to post things about their COVID services. When you had to pivot with your business, or especially if you had a restaurant or a storefront where people came to you, or you could actually show that you were doing deliveries or pickup and things like that, curbside. So doing the regular updates, this also helps your search engine optimization too. Because Google is looking at this because you're constantly updating this. You're doing offers. What if you have a special? Who said they had the dealership? They had to have a dealership. You can actually put up about specials they have. If you see this ad, come and show it to us and we'll give you 20% off. You can actually drive people to your business. Depending on your business, you can actually look at a different features. So when you set up your business profile, it depends on what type of business, what features you get, because my features might be different than yours. So the other thing is looking at this, you can engage with your customers, like the example already given about messaging. You can look at posts, you can look at reviews, you can start a post, just let people know what you have going on. In your business profile, you can encourage reservation, you can promote an email newsletter, you can encourage people to buy your product or attend a session. You can do online reviews, have people, you can actually put this online review link in your social media, say leave me a review, or like when clients come and visit you, take that link, create your QRC code where people just scan it and leave your review. allow them to do that. This actually helps build your reputation because people see those reviews. The only thing about the reviews, you're not able to remove them. So if you get a negative review, it's best for you to respond so someone knows, because sometimes people get upset with you, or it might have just been a misunderstanding. But all of your reviews, always try to respond in a timely manner because people look at that. So Google won't remove those reviews, but you can send in a concern and they will review it and see if it's, look at it, and they might remove it and they might not. So respond, because it looks very professional when you respond to those reviews. And then the other one is the messaging, in which is a great feature if you don't want to utilize your cell phone and you also have multiple workers. So you can actually have them to download the app to the phone and they can actually manage the messages. So it is like you can give different users permission. Do not give no one ownership of your profile because they could delete it for you. So do not give that away. You can give them other user functions that they can still do some things in your profile. So make sure you respond to those customers' questions, and that actually makes them want to come and visit you. So if you haven't created a business profile, you can just go to Google My Business, google.com/business, and get started. So I'm actually going to switch my screen because I know see if I can switch here. So if you go to Google My Business profile, so if you notice here, you can manage, right? You can manage now. I can actually say, I can go manage now. Actually, am I logging in my Google? Actually, I might need to go. Let me go to my actual profile. Hold on. Let me switch to our Women Business Center. Let me switch my thing to. Let me actually switch to the Women Business Center login. Yeah, I want to go actually to the Women Business Center. I got so many logins. So I can actually go here to my Google profile and I can go to business profile. I want to go into the Women Business Center profile. I'm sorry, it defaults to mine. So they actually got new things coming up, managing your individual profile. I can actually go and manage on search because this is the new way to manage. So if you notice, I'm in the manage on search. So if you notice, I can edit my profile. I can read reviews. I can message, I can add photos, I can look at my performance, I can advertise, I can edit my products, I can make a call, I can do Q&A, and I can add updates, and I can ask for reviews. This is actually to give you the link. Y'all see how I got that link? So I can actually share that link. And I see the other question in the chat, young lady. I have to give me a second on. I'll be talking about that at the end. So you can actually do that by sharing it. So if you notice here, I can go and edit my profile real quick. So I can actually change information. I can give categories. So when you first set up your profile, it might only allow you one category, but you'll be able to edit that once you get your profile set up. So if you notice I have multiple profiles, you can edit that. You can actually put a write-up. You can put your phone number, you can change that, opening dates. You can put a website. I do our link tree because I have a shorthand, and you won't be able to do your shorthand until you have verified the business location. You can actually put your servicing areas. If you notice, I put all our 12 counties. You can put your business hours. You can put holidays, upcoming holidays. Are y'all seeing this? So I can actually add more hours. This is just, I can actually, your business. I know some of y'all are women owned. You can actually put your business identifies as women owned, veteran owned, Black owned, Asian owned. I'm just bringing it up real quick so y'all can see Latino, LGBT, veteran, women business on. I can actually change, add all of that for my business profile. What y'all think that is going to do? If someone's looking specific for your type of business and know these are looking for the, I'm gonna say the BIPOC, the Black, Indigenous, people of color, people are looking for businesses that. That's one way to identify yourself. Some people might be looking for a veteran-owned business. You want to identify that. So accessibility, this is important, especially for like restaurants. It's going to help you. Yep, it's going to help people be able to find faster. Yes. So accessibility is another area. You can actually say it has a wheelchair accessible restroom and wheelchair accessible seating. So you can actually do all that and hit save. And when you make changes, Google validates your changes. Your edit is pending. It usually takes 10 minutes for a review. They review everything you change. Y'all see that? I'm demonstrating some as we go. You can add amenities. So like if you have gender neutral restroom, I can't even get it out. You can actually also add a crowd. So these are some of the business information you can update. Then you have read reviews. You can go and read your reviews. You can actually go and read. I didn't turn on messages. Like you can turn this on if you need to. EJ, for your address, you'll put it in there, but then you can hide it in just social services areas. So you can actually hide your address. Yeah, you got to put an address in there to get the verification postcard, but then once you actually put your address in there, you can actually go and tell it not to show. Did that answer your question?
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Linda.
You're welcome. And I actually gonna be doing I'm hoping in the future we'll be doing another class where we get specifically just doing this business online only, because that's a good hour and a half, 2-hour conversation, taking y'all step by step and working with issues. So you can look at your performance. And this is one thing somebody else talked about. You can look at your performance, your overview. I had 1,300 interactions, and you can actually change your range. Calls, messages, booking, directions, web clicks. We done had 839 web clicks. That's pretty good. So this is something for you to know, right? So this is just a general overview about Google My Google Business Profile. Any questions? I'm trying to stay on time. Oh, I'm running down on time. That was the second aspect. So we actually talk about the search engine. This one have a question?
I have a question.
Go ahead, Dee.
Okay, so let's use like the Women's Business Center. I know it's a few other realtors on the call today. So we have like our firm, or in essence, you have the Women's Business Center, right? If you wanted to, for you, Miss Linda, to incorporate things that you do along with the Women's Business Center, is it a way to have one Google thing and then everybody's separate profiles are together or all pop up? Does that make sense?
So you're saying for real, okay, I know what you're saying, that a real estate is owned by this, but it's multiple realtors in there.
Correct.
And you want to see if you can actually allow, because they could list all, I have never set a realtor one up because it is a different setup when you set it up. And you might be able to show like listing, hold on, let me go back. It might not show on mine because the type of account I got, you know what I'm saying? It shows up differently for every type of service. Is that making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So in the profile, I'm trying to think, where would you put that? You might can list it here in the description. That is a great question, because I'm wondering what comes up when you set up the real estate one, because I haven't seen someone set theirs up. Write me a note on that. Actually.
Well, I'm with the Sears group. Tiffany jumped off for
Okay.
a call, but when I
We can
look,
look at, yeah, we can look and see how you can look at that, or what each one of you have to make your own and associate with that.
right. Because
Yeah,
when I
like the real estate agency is own, and then they got multiple realtors underneath. How can we list all of them separately? And I need to go and look at how to set up a real estate one to see what functions it gives that's different than what I have, because I'm set up as a nonprofit. And that was one thing I wanted to make sure when you actually select your service area, it gives different features for different ones. All right, D, so it does change up. So amplifying, we're going to look at the third area, looking at how can we amplify with online advertising, because that's actually always critical. Some people want to do ads. Sometimes you might want to do an ad just to promote. So like I might want to promote our conference, so I might buy an ad because I want it to be at the top. So advertising on Google is a way to, they actually let you pay per click. So you don't pay unless somebody clicks on it. And I'm not, this is her video. Actually, I don't know if it's going to play. It's running slow now, isn't it? Can y'all hear the sound?
Everybody likes jam. Who doesn't like jam? Seriously, I dream about flavors. Trade Street Jam Company makes low sugar vegan jams for pretty much everything under the sun. Honey, do you know how many things you can do with this jam? You can make cocktails, you can put on roasted meats or veggies.
Actually, I think this is the same video, isn't it? I played the wrong one earlier. And I'm going to keep moving. So we looked at her video earlier and talking about her jam. You want to reach people with different ways of doing it. So ads appear on Google and on partner websites. So when we look at this, advertising on Google is part of, they actually have a pay per click. So you don't have to pay nothing unless somebody click on your advertisement. In other words, you only pay if I take an action, right? If your actual ad is set up for me to go to your website and I click on it and it takes me there, then you get paid, you have to pay for it. Yeah, give me a sec. I didn't plug in my computer because I had to actually plug my computer up. All right. So when we're looking at this, you actually can utilize this. It actually reach people who are actually searching for those keywords and products and services that you want to offer. And it helps you connect with with people that might actually, your return on investment. So like if you were looking at 5 people click on it and your return on investment is at least 2, you can actually probably get that. So your ad will appear in the website like we showed earlier at the top above the organic. So that's just something to know. And it depending on your goals you set, the Google Ads system will automatically determine where to show your ads and to give the best chance of success. So when you look at this, you want to actually look at how this benefits you, because you can actually use what they call smart campaigns. This is Google's solution that they have for the non-techie person or for someone that's new to doing the ads. Because you actually like, oh, I need to pay somebody to help me do these ads. They made the tool very easy now, so you can actually do this yourself. So you can do the option of doing an ad, and this is, like I said, it's called Smart Campaign. And it's very simple that you can set up. It's got the flexibility. You can choose your goal. You can customize the content. You can work on a budget. So if you say your goal is you only want to spend $5 this month, you can set that goal. Is there no contracts, fees? It's no contract at all. So you don't have to worry about it. You can stop when you want to stop, start when you want to start. You can control the ad and show your budget. So you can actually stay on budget. Your ad is whatever you want them to do. Do whatever. You can actually determine the words that you put in there. You can actually see if you want it to drive phone calls, or you can drive store visit, or you driving website visit, or you driving selling a certain special product, because it is fall right now. We're getting ready for Christmas holiday season. So you might have a special and you might want to do an ad just to see how it's going to drive some sales. And you can measure that. This is something you can measure. So it only takes you a few steps to actually set this up. So you can actually look at the benefit of trying this. Just to give you highlights, a quick overview checklist of things to think about if you want to utilize the smart campaign ad option in Google. And like I said, they have made it easier for you to actually look at this. So you can go to ads.google.com. And actually, I can't even type. There it is. So you can go to ads.google.com and actually get started. But this is just a checklist, and I want to just go over these aspects of the checklist. And you need to decide what your goal is, what action you want people to take. So that's the first thing. Decide on your goal. You might want to have multiple goals, so you can actually set that up, so you can actually have multiple campaigns. So ask yourself, why am I advertising? What do I want to achieve? So you know how they say create that SMART goal? So we're doing a SMART goal, aren't we? Y'all see it's called SMART campaign. Then you want to add information about your business so customers can recognize who you are when they see you and they learn more about you. You might want to do a mini video or something, or you might want to do about you, whatever it is. Identify where you want your customers to visit. Create a relevant web page to connect with the ad. So after they click, they can learn more and things. Write an ad that encourages people to take action. Write a compelling ad. Are you looking for that special gift for that someone? Click here. Something compelling. Choose the key themes, keywords. Those keywords are very important. Look at those keywords you want to utilize to drive someone. And location, where you want the ad to appear. You actually decide that. You can actually use, what did we just utilize earlier? Google Trend or your Google search to actually see what words come up when you start putting in those keywords. Set a daily budget. You only pay when somebody clicks now. Just remember that so you can look at your analytics. So you can say for this month, I want to do $5. Okay, I only had this many clicks, so I only spent $3. So you stay within your budget. Or if you set that for a week or a month. So look at that to see how it's trending. That's actually a whole nother session by itself. Set up Google Ads, which is very easy, but it's not hard. So I actually want to, am I on time? Yes, I am on time. You tell me I was on time. So any questions thus far? I want to recap a little bit and actually allow y'all more questions if it is, because I know y'all like, how can we get more information? I'm already seeing some of them in my chat over here that you don't see. I'm getting other chats. So now let's discuss a few of these resources. And if you remember, we talked about 3 ways your business can appear on Google. We said organic, which was your search engine optimization. We talked about your business profile. And then we talked about that one marketing strategy, Google Ads. Where's my mouse? So the 3 ways we talked about is here. So you think about it. We have our text ads, we have our organic, and we have our business profile. So if you ever look at things, now you understand when you're doing a Google search, what the web page layout is now, right? I think I done got y'all on the web page layout. So here's a few other helpful things. Next steps. First, you want to build and improve your website. And ways to do that is the things that we actually just went over. Looking at Google Trends, go and test my site, go and look at Google Search Console, go and do that verification. This can help you get on Google more organic. Create and claim that business profile. And yes, I do a whole session on that all by itself because there's a lot to it and looking at the benefits. Look at trying a Google ad. You can fine tune your offers when people are searching for a product or service. Right now, I know in the transportation and construction industry, this big infrastructure bill is a big thing. How can you appeal to somebody that's looking for people like that? Think about it. Just think about how you can utilize that. So if you actually want to sharpen more your business and marketing skills, you can check out Prime. Here's some other free apps. Like I said, I'm gonna share y'all the slides and the recording. But these are quite a few of the Google products. The SEO starter guide. They actually have a guide out there you can go and download about SEO. Your Google accounts, your business profile, your Google trends, your Google for small business, Google Ads, test my site, grow on air, grow with Google, Google search console, and the primer. I like the primer. So you know how you're sitting in the hospital or at a doctor's appointment, or you're sitting at DMV somewhere just trying to waste some time? Utilize that time to get a little education. Download the Google Primer app. They give you like little mini short 2-minute, 30-second videos to educate you on different corners and things. It's a good little app. I like it because I say, oh, I can do something more educational and learn something new. So you can download it in Apple on your iPhone or Google Play. They have a lot of them that are 5 minutes or less. And there's some are fun, lessons on different specific things you're working on or different things you're like, I'm stuck. Think about it. Try to look at, I always look at videos and different tools out there just to trigger my brain. So those are some of the tools you can utilize. So you also can learn more on YouTube. You can check out Grow with Google YouTube channel. They got some expert tips out there. You can grow your skills. You can learn another career or a business or new videos. They drop them all the time. So you can actually go and check that out, the YouTube Google. So, you know, you're sitting there, you're like, oh, let me take advantage of a chance to learn something new. So they actually also have, did I actually put the slide up for this? Google Career Certificates, I did put it in. So Google has a way where you can actually get a certificate in different areas with Google. So Grow with Google had different certificates, and they also have for employees to get skills. So if you have a team of people and you want to build their skills up, they actually give away 500 scholarship each to Google Career Certificates to train their employees. So they actually have a program that actually help you out, and it's worth like $100,000. And actually, I think, I mean, if I can copy this. Can I get my mouse in here today? You know, I'm trying to copy a link and it won't work. There we go. So they actually have ways you can actually get more training. And like I said, I will be providing y'all an email with all this. And you can look at that Google certification for your business, certificates for your business, because you can actually get the skills of your people up and more education, even in different office tools and things like that. What will you need to do today to grow your online presence? Somebody gonna tell me what they need to do? I'm waiting. What do you need to do? Okay, improve keywords in your website. Anybody else?
What I took from it was stay consistent with updates on your site.
Okay. And I see somebody put create a business profile. Anybody else?
Linda, this is Sashi again. Just to make sure that our website is up to date and the performance of the website is something that we should quite often check, and making sure the keywords in our business profile lines up with what we do.
Right, that exactly is correct. I love that. So you want to find those quick wins that you can do to grow your business online presence. And I love the fact that you all realize you need to be consistent across all platforms. I even say your social media, you need to be consistent. You need to tell that same story and use those keywords across. It's easy and simple. Just check your website speed, signing up for that Google console, search console. It can actually give you some pointers. and come up with your small next steps to work towards. And then you get, increase it. All how we always set SMART goals. You set a big goal, but you set little goals within that big goal to accomplish that larger goal. So let's do that. And I see update frequently. Update frequently is a big thing. That's why, people on social media, they always, you think about, you get these marketing experts would tell you, you need to be at least consistent on your social media, right? So if it's 3 times a week, you need to be on that consistent path because you're actually creating an algorithm that is building up quite a bit for you. Any questions? The floor is open.
Linda, this is Sashi again. I got a question. So I'm just taking my example. I'm more of a technology software product company.
Okay.
And when I put the keywords as software, product, or technology, I mean, there's obviously tons of them, but how to stand out in that crowd? I know one way you said is the Google ads, but is there any other way? Because that keyword is quite common and a lot of search results that come up.
What is your specialty now?
So our specialty is kind of creating a technology product for the businesses, more insurance, healthcare, manufacturing, supply chain domain.
You need to put supply chain.
Yeah.
You need that as a keyword. You say healthcare. So
Yeah.
what I would research is and that's one thing, looking at those key terms, I would research to see what keywords that are utilized when people talk about healthcare technology, when they look for DEI, that supply chain, what is it calling the supply chain world for technology? What is the terminology they're used to? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You need to go research that industry to see what terminology they translate technology with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
That would be what they're looking for.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. So more like the trends that we went and saw. I might have to look at the keywords and see what's the most common word.
Yeah, and you might have to research their industry to see what terminology they use. Because I'm retired military, we use different terminology for different things compared to corporate world. Nonprofits use different terminology versus a for-profit in some things. People that's in the industry of construction use different terminology than people that are in the industry of services. So you actually have to research your target market to see what terminology they use to make sure you have it.
Got it. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because technology is very broad. So you need to get more specific with what they're looking for.
Yes, that's true. That's what I'm having a hard time with and trying to figure out like what exactly to put in so that my website actually shows up on the top. Right now it doesn't, so I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, as always, y'all. I'm enjoying this class. It's been a great interactive class. Any other questions? Before I close out, if anybody want to get in contact with Women Business Center Charlotte, the best way to reach us is via email at the wbc-charlotte@theinstitutenc.org. And I know I got a couple messages in here that was privately to me that I need to ping back after we're done. Also, to keep up with upcoming events that we have going on, you can go to our Linktree, https://linktree, linktr.ee/WBC Charlotte. Have information about the Beyond Open grant that closes tomorrow. So if you were in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area, you can actually apply for that grant still. It's still open until tomorrow.
I need assistance with that grant. This is Cheryl.
You need to email me at the WBC box because
I tried to call
right after this too. Look, I got to look at my calendar for the day.
Okay, because I tried to call.
I've been having to answer a lot of emails because I'm still in meetings a lot still.
Okay.
But if I'm free, I'll call you too. Okay.
Okay, and I also have a question about the business profile on Google, do you have any training as far as setting up the business workspace for Google?
Yeah, I do that one also. I haven't scheduled one yet. We're talking about the partnership expanding some more, so we'll let y'all know. We're trying to see what interests everybody has. Seem like all the ones I actually talked about with them, that we want to do a series on this. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
And then I also have a question while I have all of you all, if y'all don't mind answering. How many of y'all prefer Zoom versus face-to-face? And what areas are y'all in? I know some of this is a statewide thing. And time. Was this time good for you all, or will a later time or earlier time been better? Prefer face-to-face but could not make it today, okay. What, you in the Charlotte area? Okay. Zoom, South Carolina, okay. Prefer Zoom, Zoom works well. Any particular times? 10 to 12 work for you all? Or what do we say, 3 to 5 or 6 to 8? This time works for you? 10 to 12, time perfect. The time 9 to 11 and 6 to 8, okay. I like both options, okay. Y'all know why I'm doing this, because we do have a continuation that we want to do, and I just want to see what is the best fit of the times for you all. And while you all are putting all that in there, if y'all could, because I am, the Women Business is funded by SBA, I have just a generic poll, a survey question. If y'all don't mind completing that on your screen, it's just quick 6 questions. If y'all don't mind finishing that poll for me, so I stay in compliance. You love face-to-face Charlotte area between Wednesday and Friday, 9 to 3. Okay. I want to make sure we're servicing you all. So from my conversation from you all with the results from this, a Google business profile class would be great. A Google ad class would be great. A Google workspace programs and stuff would be great. And I do one that's like overarching with websites and talking about your brand and all that, that we actually summarize a little bit. Any other aspects y'all think would help you? And I see 6 to 8 on Zoom. Because I know some of you all work. I guess I know our clientele quite well. Is anyone in the, besides from South Carolina, is anybody from the Raleigh-Durham area or any other place besides Charlotte area? I say Charlotte area, I'm talking about Mecklenburg County. Anybody outside of that scope? If you could put it in the chat or just answer.
I'm in High Point.
You in High Point? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just looking at where else, if we did face-to-face or location. Anybody else? I'll be in Greensboro on Monday and Tuesday here soon. What we going to?
Okay, email me.
I'm going to I'm going to the, if you're not aware, SPT, USDOT, the Small Business Transportation Resource Center, that's a program under the National Institute. It's funded by USDOT, and I know NCDOT gonna be there also. It's a free event. Actually, let me see where my link is. It's a free event in Greensboro at the, what is the college? What is the name of the college they're gonna be at? Y'all bear with us. My brain went blank. Which one? Yeah, I think it is. Hold on, I need to bring up the event. Huh? Yeah, that's SBTRC's event with USDOT. Let me see if Linda can find it here. I got some screens open. I got to see where I'm at. Yes, if you don't mind. I don't forgot what the link is. She gonna get me for not knowing. Oh, yeah. I need to close some screens down. I got so much open.
I have a quick question, Miss Linda.
go ahead. That's what this time is for.
So I was wondering, you put the screen that you had up previous, it said WBC/Charlotte at the Institute NC.org. Is that your email or is
That's
that just
our organization email. I actually run that box. That helps me knowing that it's y'all clients versus dealing with partners.
now? I did want to know, as far as the grant, do you have like Zooms that go out before the grant is due, like, so to help with people who kind of don't understand the process of the application and everything?
Yeah, I just did the last one the other day. I just did one. I got to look at my calendar because I haven't sent another one because I've been doing these training sessions and stuff. So I haven't had no space on my calendar. Rosia is still taking some on her calendar if she got space left. I could send you her calendar link because she's been doing some mini ones individually. So if you can email me to WBC and say, Linda, I talked to you in the class. Can you send me her calendar link? You can see if she got some time available. That's what she's upstairs doing right now, is meeting with people.
Okay, and then I have one more question and I'll be quiet.
No, you're fine. Y'all not bothering me.
I just wanted to know, because I don't have a physical location, I provide services because my business will be a little bit different. I did want to know, because I saw it was 3 different ones that were offered, and one of them was specifically for startup. Now, startup meaning you are not technically a business yet. Would I have to be technically an LLC and go through that process with getting my LLC, getting my name and everything too?
Or is this on Google profile?
Oh no, this is for the grant.
Oh, for the grant. You do not have, well, it says the lower tier, the 5K to 20K is for startups. So the thing I've been telling people, if you have your DBA or your LLC, you want to attach that so they'll know you're a valid business. Because they're going to ask you for 2 reference letters from clients, vendors, or someone in the community.
Can you put that email address in the chat?
Yeah, yes, I can. Let me.
For the calendar?
Yeah, email. Well, no, I have to send it out to her. I don't have that. Not her email, her calendar link.
Do you have that?
Oh, the one for the Beyond Open?
Yes.
If you have it, you could put it in the chat. You just put it in the chat? I don't see it.
No, I don't have it.
You did. Yes, you did. Ashley Springs put it in. Go back up a little bit.
Okay.
I see it says calendar. Yeah, she got the link there. Because I have meetings right after this. Hers might be about full too. Me and her both been working off our calendar. I did the last Zoom one. Not yesterday, day before yesterday, because yesterday I was booked up to 7 o'clock last night. Yeah, I didn't get no breathers yesterday.
The event that you just sent, even if you don't have no experience or anything in that, that would be an event to attend to get some information on it, or you have to be in that field, is what I'm trying to say.
So the South Atlantic FPTRC event is focusing on different transportation and federal state level. People are going to be there from USDOT, NCDOT. All of us from the Institute going to be there. So some of the women business, all the women business centers will be there. So you can learn a lot of things about how to get opportunities. They're going to have also an expo there, so you can register. It's no cost to you to attend. And they also have a virtual piece. So you can attend there physically or you can attend virtually.
Okay.
Did that link for the event work for you all? I see Lisa, you put it back in there too, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa.
It did come up, but there's no available slots
For
today or tomorrow. And it closed tomorrow.
Oh, you talking about Rosia's calendar? Email the WBC box with your questions and I can try to respond or try to call you back if I have time to call back. Because I've been doing emails while I'm in meetings.
Okay.
So I'm being very transparent with you. Because I know I got a 4 o'clock meeting right after this today. So I got to go and eat and then, so I might be able to answer you in between, okay? That's why I said send me an email because I'm going to forget when I leave here. I got to break this down. So if you email me, that actually helps me to answer you, okay? And I can
Okay.
call you, because I've been calling people also, Cheryl.
Okay, thank you.
If I'm in a meeting, I just try to answer you via email and do emails back and forth if I can, until I'm able to call if I need a call. Yeah, because I got meetings today till 7:30. My last meeting at 7:30. Yeah. Yeah, it's a day.
Hey, Linda, this is Lisa. I just wanted to say thank you for the great webinar, and the people there in person, I'm sure learned as much as everyone else. Thank you for being in partnership with us, and we appreciate you and all your knowledge that you brought to us today. And thank you everyone online and in person there. We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad it was very great information. I love when people learn something and can walk away with something accomplished. That's my goal. It sounds like some of them got some homework though. Thanks, Lisa.
I would like to say really quick.
Hold on. Oh, you probably just talk with my mic.
Okay.
Oh, you want to just come right here? I'm gonna move so Lori can say hello.
Okay, everyone see me? Okay. There we go. Just wanted to emphasize again, for those that are not yet DBEs or Disadvantaged Business Enterprise certified, we also have the Small Business Enterprise and SPSF for a small professional services firms. If you are not yet certified, go ahead and try to become certified. There's I can post our link to our website. If you have any questions, feel free to reach us, and also the certification unit. But I'll go ahead and put my information on the chat as well for any questions. Thank you. And there will be a series coming up with Linda Hughes and the Women's Center. It's going to be approximately 6 months, and we're going to try to do our best to start early December of this year. So please continue to join us. And thank you again for being here today, this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all are welcome. And it's covering a lot of the ones everybody's were asking about. So if nothing else, we appreciate y'all time, and we're on time.